as mentioned earlier, our topic for tonight will be all about blogging authentic content. I just like to ask again you guys because I really want to get to know all of you better so that we can also guide our speaker in a while. So I just like to ask, who among you have a blog already? Can you please press the yellow hand button if you have an existing blog? Okay, Macy, John, Charmaine, Liberty, Robert, thank you. Okay, how about the others? Are you planning to have a blog, or you're a content writer and you would like to know more about this? If you are, kindly press the raise your hand button. Okay. Thank you, Emmanuel, Rain. Thank you, Harold. Okay, great. So I guess we really have the right composition of attendees tonight, and we're very happy that you guys really spent your time with us. And our speaker is actually excited to get started with his presentation. By the way, let me just ask, who among you are first-time attendees to our Power Talk series? Can you press the raise your hand button if this is the first time that you've joined us? Okay, Macy, welcome. Emmanuel, John, welcome. Liberty, thank you. Thea. Okay, we hope to see all of you guys in our succeeding webinars, and really, if you only know the different topics that we have lined up for the next couple of weeks, you'll definitely be excited also, because this is really more on the content part, or really equipping you with different skills and knowledges. In fact, let me just show you some information on those presentation so that it will be much easier for you guys to know. Okay, let me just load our topic for next week. Okay, so for next week, our topic will be finding and getting more leads online. Okay, and I just like to check, does any one of you know who Ruel Manarang is, or personally know him or have encountered him? Okay, Rouse, good, you know him. Thea, okay, great. So Ruel really has a good reputation when it comes to lead generation and really earning big online. And he'll be sharing his experience with us next week. Okay, so that's the date, March 16. Of course, the registration page is not yet open, but stay tuned, and we do hope that you do like the horsepower.ph fan page so that you will also get updates and notices with regards to this topic that we will be having next week at 7 p.m. Okay, but of course the time is not final. It can be at 8 p.m. Just wait for the official announcement once the registration has been set. And also after that, we have another special topic that we will be sharing to you guys, and this is from no other than a great friend of mine, Ginger Arboleda, or what many people call Mommy Ginger. Does any one of you know who Ginger is? Can I see a raise your hand? Okay, Thea, thanks. How about the rest? Okay, I think you would love this topic since it's somewhat related to what will be our topic for tonight. So for those of you who would like to get started with blogging, or at least to check and see if there's something new strategies or tips that you can learn, then this is an avenue that you guys can work on, or we can have you included. So I believe we have our speaker with us, so he will be joining us in a bit. Okay, so let's return to our presentation in a while. So let's load it up. We do apologize for the delay, guys, but rest assured that it will be all worth it. Okay, so let's check if our guest speaker is here. Azrael, are you here?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Azrael. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry for the delay. I experienced some technical problems here at home.
It's okay, Azrael. Thank you also for saying yes and agreeing to impart your knowledge and experience when it comes to blogging authentic content. And we know that this is really a very, very, wonderful topic because being authentic is something that is slowly disappearing in many contents online. It's all about marketing without really putting a lot of truth in it. So we hope that you would really enlighten us more with regards to creating authentic content that people would love to read.
All right.
Okay, so I'll make you now a presenter and have
Okay.
your PowerPoint ready there. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay, I am turning over the presentation rights to you. And whenever you're ready, feel free to share your screen. Okay. Okay,
Okay.
take it away, Az.
Can you see my screen? Everyone, can you see my screen?
Yes, that's
Below
correct.
with the phone. Okay. Thanks, everyone. And okay. Hello. Test one, two. I think I pushed the wrong button here.
Go ahead, Az. We can
Hello.
hear you.
Hello. Okay. Okay. Because the computer says mute. Okay. Okay, everyone. Welcome to Horsepower's PH Power Talks, a webinar learning series. I'd like to thank the team of Horsepower for inviting me to share my knowledge in blogging. By the way, thanks to James Angeles for the non-stop reminder about this webinar. And I'm so glad that my schedule is swak for this webinar. So thank you everyone for attending. And this is my first time, so this is very memorable for me. Okay,
Thank
next
you,
slide.
Az.
Okay, for those who are not familiar yet about Horsepower, I suggest you visit their Facebook page for some info about their services. Just follow them at facebook.com/horsepower.ph. Oh, yeah, di ba? Okay, for my next slide. Here's my topic for tonight. It's about blogging authentic content. Okay, by the way, this is my first ever webinar, as I mentioned earlier, and it is my first time to share some tips about blogging and authentic content. You may tweet me later at Azrael or send me a Facebook message at Azrael if you'd like to consult about our topic for tonight. So let's get it on. So here's my short introduction. I'm Azrael Coladilla, a freelancer, a blogger, a social media content producer, photographer, and your friendly neighborhood. Ka-Facebook, ka-Twitter, ka-Instagram. And I started blogging on year 2003, and my life changed a lot after I decided to go full-time blogging in year 2007. So yung marami na akong adventures in blogging na-encounter, and also a lot of non-stop learning when it comes to this blogging career. Kumbaga, uh, people saw me na professional na and guru daw, marami lang, pero I like to mention na walang lahat na super guru, lahat tayo need to learn more, and this topic will add more to everyone's knowledge about blogging dahil yun nga, as mentioned earlier, na nawawala na yung authentic content. Okay, next slide. Here's my main blog. Introduce ko lang yung blog ko. It's also my website, Azrael's Maryland blog. My blog is 12 years old already, and I started blogging here for my personal stories and life. It's like a diary, a journal, slam book din. But then on year 2005, my blog converted into a pop culture blog. And then on 2007, my blog turned into a lifestyle blog. Then last year, I decided to turn my blog into a life blog and about my personal life and reporting for tech, travel, lifestyle, food, pop culture, and social media. So it's no longer just a diary, no longer just a lifestyle blog. It's also a channel that I report something that I see, I hear, and experience. So siguro one of the good example then yung blog ko because I usually blog what's really happening around. Okay. Okay, ito na yung topic natin and my first discussion, I will discuss about authentic blog content. I like to intro first about the importance of learning on how to blog an authentic content. The information landscape in cyberspace kasi is very vast, and the flow of content and the production of content is evolving every minute. Maraming strategies ang lumalabas dito, and these strategies capture the audiences or readers' attention. So, yun na yung mga memes, yung mga viral sites, yung mga clickbait topics na yan, yung mga clickbait na mga links, di ba? Nagbabago lahat yan. So, lahat ng attention natin na-capture nito, and the flow of the information, on the web grows non-stop, and sometimes these informations are produced to help people and also hurt people din. So, kumbaga sa X-Men Apocalypse, the movie, merong destruction and also merong defend. And if the X-Men can help, there's other villain that they can hurt people. So, di ba? And then, next slide, having an authentic content will help the readers understand you, and they get proper communication on a topic that they search online or an info they receive from their social media news feeds. This information can struck you without warning. So it's very important for an individual, especially for people who are frequently using the internet, lurking online on social media, or you're just squatting somewhere on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram waiting for their celebrity postings or another viral websites posting on every feed. And for this topic, we need to identify what are the real content and who are these websites or content producer that we need to patronize. Dahil usong-uso ngayon yung mga, lalo na ngayon, election, for example, the flow of content is sobra-sobra. You don't know what's original, what's real, what's fake. So, napakadumi ngayon ng social media. So, minsan, ayoko na mag-view ng newsfeed ko sa Facebook. It's very polluted by basagan ng mga politiko at ng mga supporters nila. And, well, I still stick to those other important news na parang natatabunan na siya yung mga totoong news. So that's why I like to advocate this. We should produce and patronize yung mga authentic content. Especially if we are bloggers, we are content producers, I suggest we focus on producing original content. Narinig niyo pa, guys? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Clear na pala. Okay. So here are some kinds of content that we should watch out for. First, we have the authentic content, and then we have the fake content and the satire content. I'm sure everyone's already familiar with satire, no? For those who are not yet familiar with satire content, explain natin yan. I'm sure you have encountered this content, and some of you are not sure if the contents are real, fake, or satire. So there are times that I question some content posted online, and there are some incidents that even our legit local media are being victimized by this fake and satire news that circulates online. So nakakalungkot, no? Minsan, yung mga fake news na nagtitrending sa social media are being picked up by the mainstream media. And the effects are very malaki. It's very, yung impact niya sobrang laki. Kahit sabihin mong hindi naman siya totoo, napagkatuwaan lang. And then if people believe on it, and then umabot na sa traditional media, and then that's very, very dangerous. It can hurt people, it can damage everyone. So, in the end, tara tayo doon. Dahil we wasted our time on something na hindi naman talaga siya beneficial. So, moving on. So, here are the effects of the authentic content to our readers. So, first, they deliver the right, true, authentic content, authentic information. These information are legit and there are no questions asked because there's credibility and integrity posted by the blogger, writer, or content producer. So it's, if well-known na yung nag-produce ng content, kilala na because of meron silang credibility, integrity, there are no longer any questions about their content. Kahit ako, I'm very careful na on posting online. Nagbago na ako because everything is changing. And nakita ko na wala nang mga, kumbaga, even the credible persons on the internet are patronizing fake news. They are sharing it online para ayoko nang gumaya doon. So, for me, gumawa na lang ako ng aking promise na I should avoid doing that kasi it can damage other people's kumbaga mindset if they believe on something na hindi naman pala totoo. And then number two, communication is very clear. It's easy to understand. The words and content are targeted to the mainstream readers. It means it's very clear. Wala nang mga paspaligoy-ligoy pa. Actually, I'm looking for a right word for ligoy-ligoy. And nalaman ko na madami pala siyang meaning. So, isang sabihin, diretso yung communication, di ka na paikutin pa. Kumbaga, in other words, walang pautot na information. And number three, information are shareable. This information can be shared and if shared, can benefit other people. And then mechanics can be followed. What is mechanics? So just like an instructional manual, no? There are how-tos and what to do. These informations are very, very helpful. Lalo na yung mga gumagawa ng mga life hack, for example, mga gumagawa ng mga how to apply a passport, for example, your driver's license. So yung mga mechanics na yan are very, very crucial, kumbaga very fragile. No? Once na mali yung malagay mong information at sinundan ito ng mga readers nyo, it can affect their personal life, for example, di ba? So, for our authentic content, who produces mechanics or guidelines, this is very, for example, helpful to some readers. And also, authentic content can save lives. So, this authentic content can save lives, and knowledge and experience can help many people. Sa cover na I'm looking for symptoms or body problems. So for example, headaches, I need to find some remedy, masakit yung tiyan ko, I need to find some remedy information online. Doon ko lang nalalaman na pagka worse na yung nakikita ko, I need to visit the doctor. There are times that we live alone lang, mag-isa lang tayo sa bahay natin and there's no one can help us to our immediate consultation. So there's the internet to help us. So you can Facebook a person or tweet a person, and nakakatuwa naman na even doctors, well-known doctors can now answer your questions online. So natutuwa naman ako at magagawa naman nila ngayon yun. So it can save lives and also help for your health. Okay, for fake contents, these are the effects sa readers natin, no? It makes the readers a fool of themselves because they believe on it without checking the information's validity, and they know how hindi nila alam kung sino yung nagsulat nitong mga fake news to. Nangyayari to kasi yung gumagawa nito are anonymous. They hide behind those usernames and because syempre pag nagsusulat sila ng mga fake news, wala silang diba? So nakatago yung kanilang identity and it's okay for them to do that kasi hindi naman malalaman kung sino sila. And for fake contents, it can lead to danger. If someone writes that muriatic acid is good facial wash, for example, this person can be in danger kasi susunod niya yung fake tips na yun, di ba? There are lots of fakers out there that uses the internet to trick or prank people. So marami na ako nakitang prank na sa internet, lalo sa YouTube, for example, na ginagaya nila yung mga tao na nakikita nila at nababasa nila just for the sake of makapag-post lang sila sa online. So, ingat po tayo doon. And for example, another effect naman sa mga readers ay it can hurt them. And news item that spread fake deaths and other issues can hurt the person and their followers. Mamaya may example ako dyan sa slides ko na very emotional ako nung nabasa ko yung fake news na yun na pagkamatay ng isang tao. Akala ko totoo pero hindi pala. So, another example yun. And also, readers can get bullied online kasi if fake news are shared online, then the readers get bullied online. Paano nangyayari yun? Kasi ipinaglalaban mo yung shinare mong content online, di ba? And then may nagsabi na fake yan. Then ikaw, sabi mo hindi. And then pagkatawanan ka, ibubuli ka ng mga tao because you lack credibility already, di ba? So kasalanan mo yun. So dapat mag-ingat tayo. Do not share fake content online. And also, for fake content online, it can damage reputation. The person who shared fake news can damage his or her reputation and credibility. So my tip here is that don't share fake news online. If you mistakenly share it, then delete it afterwards if you confirm that the news is fake. Nangyari na rin sa akin din to na I accidentally shared some information na akala ko totoo. And then someone sent me a tip na sinabi na, yung website na yun, notorious for writing and producing satire news or fake news. So after that, nung na-confirm ko naman, binura ko na kagad kasi bago siya i-share. Baka kasi pag nakakita, share to online, kakalat pa rin to. And then lastly, it can other people if content is shared. If you get pranked and you didn't know that it is fake, then pag share mo, it will spread like wildfire. So, ang pangit nun, ikaw pa yung source ng content, it will truly affect your reputation. And then, mabubulid ka pa, makahurt ka pa ng other people, and it will make you a fool. So, nakakaiyak, di ba? Pag nangyari sa akin to. So, ingat na tayo. And here's yung sa mga wala pang alam about satire. And here are the effects of satire news readers. Satire news can entertain a reader pagka alam niya yung content satire talaga. Because satire news are entertaining and there's really humor behind it. The humor will work if you knew in the first place that it is a satire news. And satire news are considered as a joke. So, pang entertainment, ito katawaan lang. Kaso nangyayari, marami pa rin naniniwala sa mga satire. Kahit ako, nabiktima na rin ako yun. And another one, satires is also a fake content. It is considered as a fake content din siya. And it makes a reader a fool and stupid if you believe what you have read. Nangyayari ito. And also, syempre, satire is originally considered as a fake content. So the effect is same as the sa fake na rin din, di ba? Satire is also fake, but I want to divide the description of these two terms na satire is as a joke. Parang sinadya yan na joke talaga. But for the fake content are really fake. they convincing people to believe on it. Pero it's different. Effect nito sa bawat tao. So, here are some examples lang na mga napulot ko sa internet to show you what satire. For example, this is an Xbox headline, for example, of an article. Kunyari, article to, pero meme to, meme. So, it's about, sabi nila, yung Xbox daw is putting a TV inside your TV so you can watch TV on your TV. It's very funny, no? Pero kung nakita nyo, totoo talaga yung sinasabi ng article, anong headline, na there's an Xbox na console na mayroong TV daw. Kumbaga may TV tuner, for example. So it's funny and that's satire. So another satire news, actually this is a shoe selfie na lumabas a few years ago. It's actually an April Fool's prank sa mga readers and many actually believe it na may nag-invento ng isang sapatos that you can use it for taking a selfie. So this is an example of. And from my experience, sumali din ako sa mga April Fools noong 2008. And just for fun, I have this community called Transformers Philippines. And nakakatawa nito, for April 1, April Fool's Day, I changed our fan group, our community, from Transformers to GoBots Philippines. Ang nakakatawa nito, noong 2008, our April Fools got attracted a news sa Inquirer. So na interview kami na Inquirer about what happened kasi akala ni Alex Villafran na totoo yung pagbabago ng aming pangalan. So I told him it's an April Fool's joke. So yun. And here's a good example of a bad example. Ito yung for fake news. This is the news na sabi ng Michael Jordan found dead. This is the latest hoax news na nag-circulate online on Facebook, especially on Facebook. No, it's being shared by people who doesn't even read the article, didn't check the web check kung sino yung nagsulat, and they just read the headline. Kasi ang mga Facebook users or social media users are a click addict. Once they saw something, share. Once they see something, like. Once they see something interesting but never reads the content, like, share. So, ganun nangyayari. So, nagwa-viral itong fake news ni Michael Jordan na namatay siya. Pero totoo, buhay siya as well, nag-golf siya, and this is considered as fake news. So, you need to identify ano ba yung mga fake, ano ba yung mga satire. And for authentic content, for example, a good example of authentic content na nagawa ko ay yung gumawa ako ng survival guide and tips for the hot air balloon fiesta. So my tips, lagi nagwa-viral to every year kasi I share some news and tips on anong ba pagpupunta ka na sa sasakyan, Pampanga, ano yung mga kailangan mong dalhin if ever you're going to a place that is very unfamiliar to you. So with this kind of survival guide that I shared on my blog, readers can get a tidbit of information and also can help them to survive on a Philippine hot air balloon fiesta. And also here's another authentic content when we were involved in a road accident in Coastal Road in 2008, and I'm glad we're still alive, and talagang very memorable sa akin itong incident na to dahil may malaking gulong ng truck na tumama doon sa FX na sinasakyan namin. And everything's very fast, no? Yung nangyari, very fast. Pang! Ganun agad, pagising ko. Pagmulat ko, I saw a lot of metal shards, inches in front of my head. So buti na lang, walang tumusok. So when we got out of the FX van, I saw, I think 4 to 5 people died na nasagasaan. And then after that, umuwi na ako ng bahay kagad. wrote a news about it para alam nila kung ano nangyari. And then when I search a legit news na provided by ng mga news agency natin na legit naman, magkaiba yung story nila sa story ko. So nagtaka ako, ba't ganun? They are professional, they're mga journalists sila. Bakit yung na-witness ko, na-experience ko are different from what they are writing about? So, dun sa news nila, iba yung kwento. Sinabi lang, dalawa yung namatay, for example. Sa akin, yung nakita ko doon, yung 5 yung namatay. So, ba't hindi accurate yung balita? Kasi, hindi ko lang alam rin nangyari if yung news tinibre lang doon sa news agency na yun, for example, by a barangay or hindi naman naka-witness nung incident. But me, for my experience, sinulat ko talaga yung talagang totoong nangyari at nakita ko at na-experience ko. Kulang na nga lang photos eh. I didn't have a chance to take a photo kasi talagang in shock ako nung nangyari na yun. I went back home after the incident. So, this is a good example of authentic content versus dun sa content na sinulat ng isang news agency. So, ayun. And another example of an authentic content na na-produce ko yung texture na nag-ayos ng laptop ko sa Green Hills, for example. Actually, this is based on my experience on nagpagawa lang ako ng laptop and then I'm very satisfied and happy doon sa service nila. I wrote a review and story ng experience ko dahil I want to send a message to everyone na, uy, may magandang laptop repair center sa Green Hills and I can assure you, hindi ako niloko at yung binayaran ko sobrang mura, for example, and maantay mo kagad yung repair ng laptop. So, nagulat ako after times goes by, marami nagta-thank you dun sa blog post ko. Nag-send sila ng comment and messages na, thank you for this blog post dahil yung refer kong technician to repair the laptops are very reliable. And take note, my blog post is not sponsored at ginawa ko lang ito dahil gusto ko lang. Dahil natuwa ako. Sometimes kasi when I post my experience online, my stories, at pag binalimutan ako, binabalikan ko na lang yung blog ko. Para it's like a journal, no? Pag binalimutan ako something at alam ko na sa blog ko, pupunta ako na sa blog ko. So this is a good example for authentic content. So, okay, nakakasunod pa ba kayo, guys?
Guys, if you can still, let's say nakakasabay pa kayo kay Az, kindly press the raise your hand button nga. Tingnan natin. Okay, si Macy, si John, si Rain, si Glenn. So, nandyan sila. Talagang mukhang hook na hook sila sa topic mo, Az. So, go ahead, Az.
Okay, guys. Okay, so let's move on, no? So, here are my some tips on producing authentic content for your blogs. So, this is just a short tip, and if you need more tips and more how-tos, I suggest you Google more and read some tips provided by other professionals online. Many information are posted on Google and also on YouTube. So marami yan. So hindi lang ako yung meron, no. Marami pa rin diyan. Kumbaga, help yourself to quench your thirst for information. Just Google or go to YouTube, di ba? Attend more webinars here sa Horsepower. So here I will showcase some short and easy to follow tips. And also feel free to ask na lang later for questions after the webinar. So okay, here we go. So for producing authentic content, no, so you should be real and natural. So bakit? Because simple information that are easy to understand are very helpful. And real and natural content are produced based on real experiences and encounters of the writer or the blogger. So there are no doubts that it is fake because the flow of information in the story are very consistent and sincere. So stories accompanied the stories posted are accompanied with photos and videos can show proof that the information that the information posted online can be understood in different medium. So it means that if well-known naman yung blogger and is very engaging towards the reader, pagiging real and natural. So relax ka lang, it's just like writing a letter to Dear Ate Helen, di ba? Ano ba yung isa pa? Dear Ate Charo. Parang ganun, you're writing a letter and talking to your readers. Nga lang, hindi lang sila online. Mababasa na lang yung content mo after mo siya ma-post. So try to be real and natural. Hindi yung parang pipilitin natin yung sarili natin ala super writer, super vlogger. So just relax. Just kung magkukwento ka, you're going to deliver an information, just step by step para at least the readers can understand. Pag nahook sila sa content mo, dire-diretso na sila magbabasa. Kasi some readers are just scanning lang. Makita nila, photos lang sisilipin, pero hindi nagbabasa. So maganda yun. If you're going to write a first line to your blog post, be real and natural. Mag-hello ka, mag-hi ka if pwede, and then introduce them to your article or content para pag binabasa nila, mahuhook sila, babasahin nila kahit umabot pa ng 10 pages yung blog post. So that's the secret for authentic content, being real and natural. So for producing an authentic content, you should also use your experience as your story. So because no one can ever copy or duplicate your experience. So writing or blogging a story as a content can show that you are human and not a robot. Ganun kasi, yung mga articles na pinopost sa internet or sa blog na parang they're talking to robots. They're talking to Google bots, for example. They're talking to SEO. Well, okay lamang mag-SEO, pero you should also think na human yung kausap niyo. So kailangan very kung very human din yung pagkakasulat natin kasi human din yung magbabasa niyan. So real life experiences can easily touch the heart of the readers. So if it's well written straight from the heart, then the information can be received to the readers' hearts too. So ako pag nagbablog ako talagang galing sa puso. If you're my blog reader, mapapansin niyo yan. If sobrang haba ng blog post ko palagi, marami po, I'm narrating my experience. I'm narrating what I learned. I'm narrating, I'm sharing the information that I discovered and learned. So, pag mahaba yung blog post, sabihin niya, straight from the heart yan. Hindi siya yung sulat bara-bara kung baga tawag. Okay, next. So, write an authentic content without jargons. So, jargons are terms or words that are targeted to a person that are on the field or dun sa may same intellect. Ano may example ito? For example, there are some websites that it's about technology or news about smartphones, or let's say tech blog, for example. And there are times that technology terms and words are hard to understand by mainstream consumers. So, nangyayari, the product is hard to sell na kasi they reach a few people that can understand those jargons. So, actually ako, nung nag-start pa lang ako magsulat about technology, nahirapan talaga ako in using those jargon or mga terms na mga technology terms, for example, or may mga terms na based on dun sa isang profession, no? So baga, let's say para siyang scientific name pero hindi naman ganoon. Ako na mismo nahihirapan mag-understand, and what if my readers pa ako, di ba? So if someone asks me, ano yung sinabi mo sa isang tech post mo? So kung hindi ko siya naiintindihan, ano i-explain ko, di ba? So what I'm doing is, for example, if I'm writing a review for gadgets or technology, I avoid those super technology terms na ginagamit ko palagi. So kasi sa blog ko kasi mga readers ko are mainstream talaga, tsaka consumers talaga. And if I'm going to communicate and show to them the wonders of this tech gadgets na nire-review ko, kailangan sabihin ko talaga sa kanila yung what I really understand, di ba? So for bloggers, I suggest you come up content that targets the mainstream readers and consumers. Kasi it's hard to sell an item na konti lang yung nakakaalam ng terms na yun. So sayang, di ba? So another tip for producing authentic content is go straight with to that topic. Straight with the topic. Kasi if you're blogging a story at pinahahaba mo pa yung story, ang bagsak naman pala nun saglit lang pala. Hindi mo na kailangang gumawa pa na maraming cheche-bureche about your article. If you're talking about uh, uh, a travel tip, for example, na from airport to a certain location, ibigay mo na kagad yung story mo nung from airport to your hotel, no? Huwag mo na magdadagdag, for example, na from airport, pumunta ka pa dito sa may ganito, kinuwento mo na. So, kasi yung mismong topic mo kasi is about from airport to hotel eh. Then ginawa mo, kung gusto mo lang na magdagdag na ano ba yung pwede makita from airport to hotel, pwede yon, for example. Para straight to the point na what you are producing, di ba? Kasi may mga nagpo-post na marami ring redundancy, no? Talagang nasasayang lang yung oras ng writer dahil pinahaba lang niya yung storya. Diba? So, go straight with the topic and if possible, yung madaling maintindihan ng mga readers natin. So, another tip, yung for authentic content, no? Authentic content is Google friendly. So, bakit? Because you are the solo writer, producer na gumagawa ng authentic content. And si Google, gustong-gusto ni Google to dahil wala siyang duplicate, wala siyang kaparehas, wala siyang tawag dito, katulad. Kumbaga, pag nag-search kayo ng isang topic na ikaw lang yung meron, Google will call it right away. And it will show on the top or the first page of Google search. So, maganda yon and target ka kagad ng traffic to your website and you gain new readers sa blog ninyo. So si Google, ang ginagawa nila, they violate, kumbaga, mali yung term no, kumbaga, binibigyan nila ng penalty dun sa mga bloggers na gumagawa ng, kumbaga, content scrap. Kumbaga, may mga kinokopya silang mga content nila are not original. They are duplicate content, kinapi lang nila dun from other sites, for example. Ang ginagawa ni Google, inaalis nila yan sa sites nila. If Google, kasi may mga algorithms si Google na they can identify those websites that are not real. And if they produce authentic content na galing sa ibang website, nalalaman kagad nila yan kasi mas nauunang nagpo-post yung mga original blog sites, for example. And then, pag na-crawl siya at kinopya, secondary na lang yan. Kasi nangyayari kasi minsan, may mga blogger friends tayo na nabibiktima ng mga websites. Inanakaw yung mga photos, inanakaw yung mga articles nila para lang bumenta yung website nila. So, kailangan very aware din tayo what's going on outside your blog, no? So, marami din tayong mga kaaway din dyan. So, pero, okay, mag-alala. Tuturuan ko kayong tip kung paano natin lalabanan yung mga magnanakaw ng content. I-discuss ko yan mamaya. So, tandaan nyo, authentic content is Google friendly and mag-testing kayo ng isa. For example, if you discovered something, a restaurant, for example, a story that worth to be shared, nakita nyo, si Google na mismo. So another tip for producing authentic content is be descriptive in your blog post type. Well, tanong kanina na ano ba to? Ito. Go straight to the topic, no? Kung straight ka dun sa topic, kailangan yung blog post mo, blog post title is straight din. It's very descriptive. Uh, for example, if if kung yung nakita niyo yung photo dito sa slide ko, it's called Propaganda in Lopez Museum and Library. So for example, tinanggal ko yung in Lopez Museum. Nakalagay lang propaganda. So, nakita niyo yung photo. Malamang magwo-worry na kayo, di ba? What's ano yung propaganda na to? So, makakakala niyo, may kudeta o mayroon bang revolution na nangyayari. And so, ginawa ko, nilagay ko na yung headline ko as propaganda in Lopez Museum Library to showcase yung isang exhibit, for example. No? So, for example, if you're blogging about a celebrity, for example, no, you're blogging about the sexy and attractive Sam Pinto. So, kailangan descriptive yan. Pero make sure your content is all about Sam Pinto. Hindi si Sam Milby, ah. May iba kasi, Sam Pinto yung binablog nila para link bait. Tapos yung post nila, puro si Sam Milby. Diba? Wag ganon. So, kailangan descriptive yung post. It can match your article then. So, ayun. For authentic content. And another tip for producing authentic content online, it's yung mga brands, they love authentic content. So sa mga bloggers na who love to write about items, di ba? Who posted reviews sa mga website nila, di ba? And these are your chance to be tagged by these brands for sponsorship, for example, for endorsement, or mabigyan kayo ng mga mga perks, for example, bigyan kayo, kasi nangyayari sa blogosphere, no? Sa blogosphere na may mga influencers na very active on Instagram, on Facebook, and sa mga blogs nila dahil sila yung first dibs on releasing photos or reviews of items or smartphones, for example, na hindi pa lumalabas sa market. Bakit? Kasi yung mga brands they trusted these bloggers because they love how they produce the authentic content. Kumbaga, they post what is the product all about. And walang bahid na shortcut, bahid na planted or fake feature. Other bloggers just produce content na sinasabi nila na ito talaga yung na-experience ko in using this smartphone. Ito talaga yung na-experience ko in using or eating this salad, for example, sa isang restaurant. And these brands are searching for more bloggers na mag-advocate ng brand nila because they really write and produce a good content for them. And alam ko sa mga ibang bloggers na present dito sa webinar, alam nila yan eh. And for others na hindi pa, they wanna try it, enter the blog, kumbaga brand, tawag ito, brand evangelism. Kumbaga, if you want to be a brand evangelist, for example, you should start produce an authentic content for a certain item, diba? In photos, in videos, in article. So, nakakamagnet yan ng brands. So, minsan, for other bloggers, ito yung parang gig nila eh. Kasi, if isang brand na tinap sila, the collaboration can give a result na pwede rin maging career mo na rin dito or your tawag dito, bread and butter for endorsement, di ba? Sayang, magandang opportunity for everyone. So another tip for authentic content is photos and other media format can level up the content. For example, kasi if we're going to produce a content that has less photos, less articles, the blog readers will hunger for more because kumbaga, there are times that the blog readers are not yet satisfied on the content that they have read online. So these blog readers will go search again for another website or another blog with the same topic, but they're looking for a much more rich content. Kaya ako sa blog ko, sobrang daming photos. Kasi my blog readers love photos and with the caption and the story, and it makes them be part of the story. For example, I have a series of blog posts already for travel and events like ito Pork Barrel Rally in Makati. So nag-take ako ng pictures, posted a story, and show to them what's really happening sa isang event. So nakaka-receive ako ng mga comments from my blog readers na natutuwa sila na they felt that they are inside dun sa event. And kumbaga, may nag-brand sa akin ng isang blog reader na I'm a virtual blogger daw. Parang ano yung virtual blogger? Kasi virtual, it's a virtual tour. Parang virtual tour blogger na yung branding sa akin kasi everything posted on my blog always take them to a virtual tour. So nakakatawa naman at dahil doon ginanahan ako lalo to produce more content na may maraming photos, article, and minsan I also use video tapos pinopost ko sa YouTube to attract more audiences kasi sa blogs iba yung market na readers diyan. Sa YouTube ibang market din yan. So if you want to tap both channels, you should produce the same content with different format. And if you produce authentic content, you may get a chance na yung mga YouTubers na nag-vlog sa YouTube can be also your blog reader. Kung nakapansin nyo, bloggers na very addicted sa Snapchat, for example. No? Sa isang event, lahat sila nag-Snapchat. Nagkating sila ng live video. No? Kasi there are times na may mga lurkers or Snapchatters na pwede nilang matap na maging blog readers sila. Kasi blogs is our main channel dito sa cyberspace. If you're a blogger, no? So, ito yung ating home, ito yung ating domain sa internet. So, yun. So, that's my short talk about producing authentic content. I didn't give the step-by-step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no. I just shared you some concept on how you can produce it. Kasi, iba kasi yung style ko for producing and sa inyo baka iba din, no? So I showed you some examples na lang dito on how you can level up your blogging by making authentic content. And also, here's our bonus stage. Ito yung bonus stage natin, di ba na-end yung talk ko, no? This is how you can protect your blog from content scrapper. Ito yung minention ko kanina, no? Na paano natin i-avoid naman nakawan ng content online. Also, photos can be easily be used by others, no? Pero yung the entire blog content, pag kinapi ng isang content scrapper yan, patay ka. Nangyayari kasi mas nagtatap pa sila doon sa, kumbaga, nagkakaroon pa sila minsan ng priority sa Google, no? Sa Google search na yung traffic na pupunta sa kanila imbis sa iyo na ikaw yung original. So, itong bonus tip ko is how you can protect your blog from content scrappers. And my tip is design lang or blogger user. I'm sorry sa mga naka-WordPress, no? Hindi kasi ako WordPress blogger, but there are same or similar style din on how you can defend your blog from content scrappers. So just Google some info na lang. Maybe I'll find a right info na rin din to share. So mag-research na muna ako for that. But for bloggers and blogspot users, I'm sure meron dyan. So, ito yung number 1 na gagawin nyo. So, visit your blogger.com account and then go to settings and then go to other. Doon sa other, makita nyo yung import and backup option. So, avoid that, no? And then, also, avoid yung delete blog. Okay, doon. So, doon merong allow blog feed, no? Sa allow blog feed, click nyo, change nyo siya into until jump break. And then, doon sa feed footer, magsulat kayo ng if you read this blog post from other blog sites, I'd like to inform you that the original post is at your, tapos save. So ano mangyayari dito? Kasi our blogs are syndicated and collected through a RSS network or RSS feeds. Kumbaga, lahat ng blog meron yan eh. Kasi it was made by a content management system na may program na to collect all content into one file. So, yung RSS feed natin, nagsisave yan sa isang file when we are producing ang content sa blog natin. Akala nyo, kung meron kang 1,000 post na, no, isipin mo 1,000 files yun. Hindi. Sa RSS and sa yung programming yan, sa blog post, isang file lang yan. So, yung file na to, pag binasa to ng RSS, mag-syndicate ito sa mga auto-posting sa Facebook, sa Twitter, yung mga paper.li, for example, gumagamit ng RSS yun. Yung mga deliver it, forwarder, IFTT, for example, nauso pa dati yung network blogs, ayan, gumagamit ng RSS feed yan to push the title and a link of your content directly to your blog site. So nangyari sa mga content scrapper, they use those RSS feeds to steal your authentic content. So mangyayari, itong mga program ginawa nila, duplicate nila yung mga blog posts mo. To stop that, gamitin itong tip na ginawa ko for Blogspot. Ang mangyayari niyan, yung RSS will be cut from the middle. Kumbaga, mananakaw niya yung content title, one photo for example, and some 3 sentences sa blog post mo. Tapos lalabas pa sa footer yun, yung if you read this blog post from other blog sites. Pag lumabas yun sa mga blog sites nila, nangyayari, okay, ninakaw nga nila yung partial of your content, but they give a backlink. So, talo sila doon, di ba? So mangyayari, pag may nakapag stumbled doon sa kanila fake site, yan, nabasa nila yung footer, pupunta na ngayon sila doon sa blog ninyo. So, gano'n yun. So, that's a tip. Na, actually, this is my first time na mag-share ng ganitong tip and sana masundan nyo to. So, maraming salamat sa lahat and for listening to my short webinar with Horsepower. And ito lang yung masabi ko, be the future of blogging, no? Kasi sa lahat, and the internet is always being the first choice of people to search for information. So maraming salamat, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me, Facebook or Twitter me. So thank you. So back to you guys.
Okay, thank you Az for that wonderful presentation. Talagang detalye at may bonus pa, no? Di ba? Katuwa. So, bonus, no? So, not necessarily just the topic itself, but it's really very important na talaga ma-protect mo yung content mo kasi so that other people will not take advantage of it. Pinaghirapan mo yun. So, I know may mga questions sila for you, no? So, we will just collate those questions. So, guys, if may mga question pa kayo, i-post nyo lang sa ating chat box dyan sa GoToWebinar Control Panel. And then what we will do is we will ask Azrael your questions directly. So while waiting for that, let me just give you some information, especially for those who have heard about horsepower for the first time. Para naman hindi kayo, ano ba yung horsepower? Automotive company ba yan? Yung mga ganun. Kasi common yun eh. Ikaw ba, Az, nung first time mo narinig, automotive ba?
Well, I did some search and very beneficial naman siya, no? Hindi ko pa lang siya na-try yung mga services. Pero for freelancers, I super recommend it.
Well, we really appreciate that, and it's really basically for self-employed and freelancers talaga, no? I myself is a freelancer before joining Horsepower, and one of the reasons why I joined is because, I really believe in what the company can do to help, the industry itself, the freelancing industry. Kaya sabi ko, teka, happen, di ba? Parang ganun eh. So that's where we are right now. So let me just load up my screen here para mapakita natin ng konti to them what horsepower is all about. And then we'll go to the Q&A portion afterwards, okay? Okay, show my screen. Are you guys seeing my screen now?
Yep.
Okay, good, good, good. So this is the look of the horsepower website. If you guys haven't visited it, just go ahead and visit horsepower.ph. And kung may mga tanong kayo at hindi kayo makachat sa amin directly, we do have a chat support which is open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. But of course, as we move forward, we plan to have it available 24 hours a day para anytime, especially mga freelancers, mga talagang panggabi iba dyan eh. So, hindi natin masabi kung kailan talaga sila magtatanong. In any case, you can always email us also at support@horsepower.ph. So, I just have one question to those who are still with us. Quick question, have any one of you been part of a company na nagpo-provide ng benefits like yan, mga SSS, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig? If you are, can you please press the raise your hand button? I just want to see kung naging empleyado na ba kayo ng isang nagpo-provide na kumpanya. The others, freelancing since birth ba tayo?
Sila ako
Okay.
dun.
What, uh, ako na-experience ko to and syempre ang sarap, di ba? May nagpa-process. Although of course may bawas pa rin babayad yan. Bento lang ang company. But of course, may binabawas pa rin sa sarili mong sweldo yan. At ang pinaka masarap diyan itong yung healthcare na tinatawag. So kapag employed ka, talagang covered ka ng mga basic necessities na to as a person. Unfortunately, if you are freelancing, wala ka talaga nito eh, or you really have to process it on your own. So, ito isa sa mga major things that we in Horsepower would like to address because we in Horsepower believe that no one should be without access to benefits and privileges, especially yung mga self-employed. So, dun talaga nag-umpisa yung core mission namin to really alleviate yung sinasabing need ng mga freelancers. Yung pinaka-basic man lang to begin with, which is, benefits and healthcare. And that's why we came up with horsepower.ph. But we didn't stop there, no? Kasi we know that there are other needs that freelancers will have. And primarily, one of them is yung mga other online services. And yun nga, as mentioned earlier, those who have joined the Horsepower PowerTalks webinar series will automatically become Horsepower Lite member. Walang bayad po. This is free. This is our way of really thanking you as well to, by really listening and being part of us. So these are just some of the things that the members now or the attendees can do inside the Horsepower platform. And sa mga curious kung ano ba itsura nun, ganyan yung itsura ng platform itself. May payments, may credits, kung may tanong ka legal question, you can check the knowledge base or you can actually create a support ticket and we will get back to you within 24 to 48 hours with the best answer that we can find coming from our internal legal department and of course accounting department as well. So talagang parang may ka na rin HR. That's the goal of Horsepower para maging HR ng mga self-employed and freelancers kasi wala naman talaga. Pero halimbawa, talagang habol mo healthcare. Of course, Horsepower made it also available. Unlike before, talagang yung iba mahal talaga ng healthcare because talaga sinasagad naman ng mga healthcare companies yung limits. Unfortunately, hindi mo naman usually na-reach yun eh. And in a year nga, better kung hindi ka pa nagkasakit. Diba? Yung sasabihin mo na sana hindi ko rin nagamit, pero sana hindi na lang din ako nagbayad. These are forms of protection for your end. Now, kung talagang gusto mo lang naman na peace of mind na just in case ma-hospitalize ka, we in Horsepower created different membership package that caters to different budget and needs ng mga self-employed and freelancers. And for that reason, we have these different packages as you can see on your screen. So may 30,000, 75,000, 100,000. So kung medyo healthy ka naman, bakit ka naman magbabayad ng napakamahal? Di kunin mo yung pinakamababa, yung silver, at least in case the unexpected happens, covered ka, di ba? Yung mga ganong bagay. Just like any employee, ganun yung setup nila. And of course, for those who would be availing of the benefits or services or yung mga paid membership namin, of course, we are very willing to give a 1-year free website hosting. So, yung shinare ni Azrael kanina is about sa word blogger sa Blogspot, no? So, pero dito, kung in case you have a website, build your own blog using WordPress or other CMS platform, then we definitely will give you a 1-year website hosting for free, and all you need to do when you sign up is use the community code Azrael doon sa details. So if you're gonna consider the cost of that, halimbawa kukuha lang kayo nung basic membership which is yung 999 pesos. And then, may makukuha na kayo hosting. The hosting alone, swerte ka na kung may makuha kang 1,000 pesos for a whole year hosting. Usually, 1,500 to 2,000 pesos yan. So, dun pa lang, parang sabihin mo na nakakuha ka na ng certain. So, this is really our way of alleviating and helping out freelancers and self-employed and even bloggers, just to get them started. Kasi portfolio is very important. Your website as an online professional is very important. So, we are now at the portion where, we are willing and ready to take in some of your questions. So, we will start first as dun sa mga tinanong dito sa atin kanina, no, sa chat. Kasi iba pinost na talaga eh. So, the first question comes from Missy Santos. Sabi niya, "Good evening. This is Macy Santos. I would like to know if it's necessary to have my own domain name and paid web hosting." I
Yes,
guess this
if you
pertains
have
to blogging.
if you have the budget naman talaga, and if you're very serious on what you will do, kasi buying a domain and a web hosting, for example, at yan eh, maraming responsibilities yan eh. And yan yung annual payment,
Mhm.
annual renewal, yung good mo. You have to maintain everything. You need a lot of responsibility na kumbaga, or personal pet. So,
Mhm.
mga instances na makakakilala ko na they fail to pay the renewal, nabubura yung blog sites nila. So, if you want to be serious on being a blogger, go for it. Go for it. But you have to be ready dun sa mga sakit ng ulo. My God. But hindi ko naman sinasabi na huwag kayo magkumuha ng hosting or domain. It's a must if you want to professionalize everything. For my case naman, I use Blogger and Blogspot, for example, no? And doon ako naka-host sa kumbaga Google environment yun eh. Kasi si Blogger kasi may-ari nun si Google. Ginagamit ko yung free hosting ni Blogspot. But my problem is, hindi ako makapag transfer or use a domain name doon sa blog ko. Kasi mabubura yung aking Google ranking for 12 years. So what I'm doing is,
Mhm.
I buy my own domain, buy a hosting, create a portal website of my own to market my blogspot. But still, I still have it. But kung talagang bibili ka talaga ng hosting and domain, gamitin mo talaga siya. Mag-produce ka ng content, mag ng photos, for example. And ayun lang yung mga sabi ko. It's up to you. Yung mga dalawa yan eh. Go free or go paid with lots of responsibility.
Mhm. May follow-up pa siya dito. Is it better to stick to one niche than have
For my experience, no, I suggest ko stick to one niche or one topic. If you wanna go lifestyle, go lifestyle. You wanna go beauty and fashion, go for it. Wanna go for travel. Kasi nangyari, if yung gagawin mo katulad ng ginagawa ko, na covered everything, nakakapagod siya. And it will magbigay siya ng misfocus eh. Sometimes na technology, nakakalimutan ko na yung mga ibang importanteng article. For example, my blog, naiiwan na yung aking personal life na stories na pinopost ko doon. Natatambakan siya ng mga brand events na brand reviews kasi that's what I've been reporting. yun yung nangyayari. Natatambakan ako ng maraming backlogs. So imagine mo, may mga vloggers na nag-cover of 5 topics, 5 articles per day. So kung kaya mong gawin yun, dahil yun yung example for vlogging, a lot of, na maraming niche, no? Yun yung mangyayari sa'yo. Mapapagod ka, and pag napagod ka, you might throw down the towel, sabi mo, you quit. Pero I suggest, kung baguhan ka pa lang or mag-start ka pa lang, start slowly. Start with personal stuff, and then piliin mo kung saan niche ka talaga babagay. If you want, try all. Isa-isahin mo, travel, technology, lifestyle, for example. Isa-isa. Hanggang sa makuha mo yung vibe mo kung saan talaga pwede, then siguro, after a month, mag-focus ka na on one topic na, one niche na, kung saan ka babagay. Kumbaga, kung saan ka happy. So, yun.
Ayun. Mukhang maraming tanong si Macy. Tuloy-tuloy natin. So,
Okay,
when
go!
you say authentic content, when you say authentic content, should it be based on the blogger's first-hand experience or opinions or research?
Yes, tama yun, tama yun. It is based on your experience or based on your knowledge. If nag-research ka, mas maganda. But take note lang, if you were going to do an investigative journalism na style, you should always cite or mention your sources kasi delikado yun eh. You're researching and how do you kasi pag nag-research ka, paano mo yung mababalidate na, na legit yung information na ni-research mo. Siyempre, you have to share also where the content is from. Kung galing ba siya sa interview, you should post sino mo ito nagsabi ito, quote mo kagad. Mga quote words are from other people na sinabi to you, no? So be very careful lang in doing research or for example, posting quotes kasi mangyayari yun eh, yung mga comments and critique na galing sa iba, mapagkakamalan galing sa iyo. And mangyari, baka mapaaway ka o magkaroon ng problema. So for authentic content, that's very important.
Okay.
Experiential, personal, and getting information from other people.
Malalim-lalim,
Okay.
pero good. Tama. No? Tapos last kay Macy. Tapos we have another question from Glenn. No? Pero anuin muna natin kay Macy. Sabi niya dito,
Okay lang yan. Okay lang.
uh, sabi niya dito, I usually get invites for company brands events that usually come with press kit. Should I post the
Okay.
given press releases? Is it okay to accept press release seedings?
It's it's up to the blogger. It's up to your blog website. If you're a for example an advocate or an advocate of these brands, then go for it. Kasi you love the product eh. And diyan nagsisimula yung mga brand sponsorship, for example. No? If they saw you're advocating the product without their PR presence, and that's one of the signs na may possible na napansin ka. That's why they're seeding you press releases. But you have to talk to them why they are sending this to you. You have to have good communication with the PR agent na nasend sa'yo, no? And hindi lang yung basta-basta tatakunan ka ng press kit na i-vlog mo to. Parang ginagawa, ini-stockpile ka ng mga press kits, press releases na that are not relevant or not kumbaga, fit for your blog. In my case, I don't accept any beauty products, for example. May nagsisend sa akin, pinadala naman ako ng shampoo. Ano ba itong shampoo? Lalaki ako, hindi ako long hair, no? So, you can say no, but if you want to be a brand advocate of that product, you love the product, and with no questions asked, go for it. But kung merong ano yan, may style yan for producing authentic content. Pwedeng, sa ibang ginagawa na, they copy-paste it. Eh. Pangit sa vlog yun, puro copy-paste. Well, okay lang kung meron kang one or two copy-paste. Kasi minsan the information is already there and pangit naman kung i-rewrite mo, no? Ang ginagawa ko, I just copy a snippet of a article and then post my own article below or above it explaining ano yung sinasabi sa article. And yun yung another way that I produce my authentic content. I talk to my readers, I share the information that I've read, and if possible, I react to the press releases na nakasulat. Maganda yun kasi you're like curating an information. Para kang newscaster, newsreader. You're reading a news, sharing a news, and then later on you mag-comment ka sa baba pagkatapos. So, kung kaya mo siyang accommodate, then go. But, mind you lang, nakakapagod po, and if hindi siya bagay sa vlog mo, baka makasama dito pag sobra-sobra naman. Okay, yun.
Okay. So, yun kay Glenn Dizon naman tayo. I think nasabi niya dito, why is it that you choose blogspot.coladilla.com?
Okay. Okay, ito yung story niya, no? I'm still hosted sa Blogspot. So, ang ginawa ko, to take ownership of azraelcoladilla.com. Binili ko na si azraelcoladilla.com, but naka-redirect yun sa Blogspot ko. I cannot use, well, I don't want to use azraelcoladilla.com na naka-host dun sa Blogspot ko kasi mabubura yung Google page rank ko for 12 years. Kumbaga yung mga naka-index ni Google for 12 years na nagpabigay ng malaking priority sa Google search engine, mabubura yun. I'm going back to zero. Kumbaga, if we have the Alexa ranking, no, for example, Alexa ranking, ano ba Alexa ranking? Ito yung nag-rank ng mga website sa buong mundo. So, if you will see the Alexa ranking, kung baguhan kang blogger or bago ka lang website, nasa 3 billion ka, ranking mo 3 billion. So, ang bilangan niya, kung sino yung number 1, siya yung pinakamataas. And for Azrael, nasa 4,000 or 3,000 rank na siya. So, malaking sacrifice if I'm going to remove my blogspot. So, that's why I bought azraelcoladilla.com na naka-redirect sa blogspot. But, maglo-launch na yung aking, actually, I have already a domain, azraelsmaryland.com. Meron na siya. Ginawa ko, naka-host siya sa Blogspot din, and I'm creating a new portal, marketing my blog and myself and also my portfolio. So, yun na yun. I have three domains na Azrael's Maryland sa Blogspot, azraelcoladilla.com and azraelsmaryland.com. So, ayun.
Okay. So, sayang nga naman no, kung pakakawalan yung ranking na yun, di ba? It takes years to build. Oo,
nag-aantay na lang ako ng sana may mangyaring video lahat na bura. So at least lahat tayo sabay-sabay magsisimula.
Well, mas malaki mawawala sa'yo, so okay lang. Meron na naman ako online presence, pero mukhang mas mabigat sa'yo.
Meron akong kasabay na mawawala din, di ba? Bubura sina malaking website, di ba? For example, sina Huffington Post, na bura. Sabi at least may kasabay ako mas mataas. Okay, next question.
Well, panggawa niya pag nangyari. Terminator. Ayun. One last question here from Glenn Dizon and then we'll wrap up.
Okay.
No? I feel that there's a need to target keywords before writing a blog post. I am saying this because it would be close to an act of futility if no one finds your blog on Google and other search engines. Do you undertake keyword research before writing something?
May mga style, actually may mga nag-remind sa akin who are doing that kind of style na they are visiting this keyword generator for their topic, which is good, no? No longer need to do that dahil mataas na rin yung search ranking ko and yung parang minention ko kanina, be descriptive on your topic. Be descriptive on your blog post title. Kasi yung keywords nandun sa title mo eh. Yun yung unang-unang ikokorol ni Google. If you mention, parang nangyari, pangit kasi yung gumagawa ka ng title topic na na very mahaba and very link based yung dating niya. For example, if you're blogging about horsepower, no, for example, horsepower, you're blogging about horsepower. You just mention kagad sa first title mo, horsepower. Horsepower will help freelancers, blah, blah, blah. And then dun sa the keywords needed na freelancers and tawag dito automated service for healthcare, di ba? For example, kasi yung mga Google searcher, they're looking for these keywords na nagma-match, na napapasok dun sa topic na sinulat mo. So talaga lang mo talaga pag-isipan. I no longer use those keyword generator websites para sa mga super serious yan ng mga sites na needed ng boost, no? Pero mind you, hindi yan forever. Kailangan mo rin din yan ulit-ulitin. Kailangan mong, magandang tip dyan, you produce content every day. Kung gusto mo talagang makurol ni Google lahat ng mga sinusulat mo. And also share it online para at least yung sinulat mo, kahit sabihin mo meron 20 tao makapagbasa, no? Meron. No? Kasi nangyayari kasi, we're producing content every day. Ang nangyayari, nagbabago na yung readership because of these viral sites, for example, fake sites, satire sites, mga memes yan, di ba? So, mga readers are distracted sa social media. So, people are going back to Google to search their content directly. So, advisable din talaga to be smart on using your blog post title and words na gagamitin mo through your content. So, kung naiintindihan mo na may topic sinusulat mo, well, I'm sure, mailalagay mo yung mga keywords na yon na hindi mo na kailangan pang i-research. Diba? So,
Tama yun. Ayun. So far, wala nang additional questions from our end here. Pero siguro, dagdag din ako ng konti. Kasi, nag-start din ako mag-vlog and hindi talaga ako nakafocus masyado nun sa keywords kasi ang hinahabol is yung reach. Yun yung ano ng mentor ko Sabi, ang gusto ko, kailangan maraming maka-reach, maraming bumisit. So, ang naging focus ko is yung promotion, social media. So, Facebook lang ako ng Facebook nagpo-promote. Pero, if you're really blogging to a specific niche, sooner or later, most of your titles and contents will actually revolve in a specific set of keywords at magra-rank ka rin talaga dun which happened in my case. So, hindi ko in-expect na magra-rank ako before kasi nagkaroon na naman ng Google Shake sa kanilang algorithm. Pero for almost a year, nakarank ako sa term ng online jobs, which is very competitive. Pero nagulat na lang ako, nagra-rank pala ako dun sa keyword na yun without really trying to rank on that. Ang habol ko dun lagi ay sariling sikap of traffic. So, I guess, if you really are passionate in a specific niche that you would like to, blog about, sooner or later talaga, you'll find the keywords that brings you traffic So, yun. Pero may pahabol si Glenn as
okay.
medyo lumalalim.
Okay lang yan.
Okay. Sabi niya dito, do you use latent semantic indexing or LSI terms in your blog post?
Well, hindi na ako gumagamit dahil, yun na nga, na-mention ko na kanina, I'm more on focus on producing authentic content. Para hindi na ako gumagawa ng mga SEO stuff or whatever, any add-ons. Parang kumbaga mas concern ko yung production ng content kasi yun yung mas hinahanap yun yung mas kumbaga sobrang busy ko na, bakit pa ako kung establish na yung blog ko, no? Well, for others, advisable to use that. But if nangyayari kasi nagiging on ranking your sites na, nangyayari, nawawala ka na focus on producing a good content. Napapansin ko sa ibang vloggers medyo hindi ko gusto yung style nila na okay, focus sila sa SEO, whatever. They're producing a lot of add-ons sa site nila. So nangyari na yung mga blog post nila are puro keywords and snippets yung article. So para ako nagbasa na lang ng flyer. Hindi na siya blog post article. Flyer ba to? Ang pangit, di ba? So I ditch everything. Pero may sister ako na SEO specialist. Sasabi siya sa akin, tapos pwede ko magawa eh. Because I'm focused here. Mas gusto ko yung ganitong style. And mas hiyang na ako eh. Mas hiyang na ako. Kasi I've seen, nag-rank naman yung mga articles ko and every new establishment, lalo ngayon, summer ngayon, malakas ang blog post ngayon sa mga travel, mga beach, resorts, and everything. So, napasok ko, yung site ko ngayon is very busy na. So, my mission today is to produce new content fit for summer 2016. So, for sa question again, hindi ko na siya nagagawa ever.
Well, correct. Kasi once you're authentic, sometimes you don't need strategy, eh, di ba? People can really sense naman na you're really someone that they can trust.
Talagang meron ka ng established readers na eh. Tapos, nag-google ka na. So, you don't need it na rin. But for others, kailangan mo talaga ng magic pa rin talaga sa mga sites sila. Lalo na pag bagsak yung ranking mo, you want to compete with other blog sites, di ba? You just, look for their strength and then pwede mo siyang italuhin. Style yun.
Well, I think there's so much to learn about blogging, no? But I'm pretty sure, based on our topic for tonight, it's all about being authentic. Kasi if you're real, di ba? Talaga namang people will continue reading your post and hindi ka masyadong talaga, sabi mo, di ba, flyer type. Diba? So, kailangan talaga galing sa'yo yung totoong content. So, I think, although there's so much things to learn and, I know that they will ask you further, but I believe they have your information already and they can search sa'yo online. But can you give them your information once again or where they can contact you?
You can email me at azrael@gmail.com. You can tweet me, Pop Azrael. Tweet me, you can talk to me on Facebook, Pop Azrael din. Sila naman yung Azrael ko dito sa Facebook eh. You can Facebook me anytime and I can answer it in a flash.
Wow. So yun guys, no? So if you want to, I guess, observe what Az is doing, then visit nyo lang yung kanyang website para makita nyo how he does things, no? I guess follow the master, sabi nga nila, di ba? Yeah. Do what the successful people do.
Ano lang yan eh, you read yung mga, kung meron kayong gugustuhan ng isang website na you want to be like that, just follow their style. Wala naman masama dun eh. Just make sure you write your own content. Huwag kayong copy pati yung picture, copy-paste ng content. Huwag yun. Copy the style. Walang problema.
Okay. So, tingnan natin no? Let's hear the feedback from our attendees na nasa room pa natin. So, guys, did you learn something useful tonight? If your answer is yes, can you please press the raise your hand button? Okay, thank you, Macy, Glenn, John, Rain, Harold, Thea. Maraming salamat, everyone. And maraming salamat again for gracing our horsepower webinar series. And we hope this will not be the last time, no, that we can have you in our sessions.
Maraming salamat din. And, it's very, I am very happy na may mga nagpunta at nakinig. It means they are very serious into blogging talaga.
That's correct. And for those na hindi nakarating pero nag-register, kasi we have those people, then probably something happened with their schedule, we will email you guys the link to the recording of this webinar so that you can review, and for those na hindi naka-attend can watch it on their own time. Okay? So our next week's topic will be all about steps on finding and getting more leads online. No? So this is something that you can add to your arsenal if you even have a blog, especially if you're building your email list and following, or if you're working as a lead generator for a company or whatever use you may see this fit. So our speaker will be Roel Manarang, a very known person when it comes to lead generation and of course blogging as well because he have earned based on what I've seen the last post that he made kumita siya na napakalaki through his online presence and upcoming topics will be blogging 101 so I guess mukhang paatras tayo no as o tama lang no tama lang
Okay
ba
lang yan.
na Oo, okay lang, no? Pero again, it's all about building the base of the blogger itself, eh. 'Di ba? At least now, nasa mindset na nila yung pagiging authentic, no? So when they start blogging, maganda na, nakatanim na yung pagiging
Alam ka.
authentic. Oo. So, ayan, our speaker will be Miss Ginger Arboleda. So, she's also a blogger and influencer. So, we hope you guys will join us in our upcoming Power Talks webinar series and invite your friends who hasn't joined the revolution, the learning revolution, should I say. So, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to email us at support@horsepower.ph. Again, maraming salamat for joining us this evening. Ayun. And once again, this is Genesis of horsepower.ph. Thank you. Good again. Good night, guys. Have a great weekend. God bless.
May the force be with you.
Always. To exit the webinar, click File and then Exit. Thank you.